Imagine yourself living in a space that contains only things that spark joy. Isn't this the lifestyle you dream of? This Maria Kondo quote has inspired me for the past few weeks to create a clean and cozy desk space to work in every day. Hi, I'm Albert, a graphic designer based in California, and I've been working remotely for the past 3 years ever since the pandemic in 2020. As someone who's always sitting at the desk, a space is important to set your mood, bring inspiration for creativity, and a clear mindset to come up with new and fresh ideas. I'm always in a bad habit of cluttering my space with piling papers and unnecessary junk, so a clean and mess-proof desk is something that I prioritize for this setup. Let's start off with the desk space. A huge inspiration for this desk theme is one of my favorite movies, Spirited Away by Hayao Miyazaki and Studio Ghibli. I wanted to add color throughout my desk space with small trinket characters, wood and color accents, interesting shaped lamps, and plants all around that will look spacious and bright in the day and warm and cozy with lights all around at night. A big thank you to Grovemade for sending some essential pieces to help achieve my perfect setup. The first thing that sets the tone is a large desk shelf monitor stand in maple plywood. A monitor stand is a staple piece for a work area as it helps to elevate your computer, bringing better back posture and adding additional space beneath and all around to help take advantage of a smaller space. I also love the orange color accents that help to bring pops of color to the overall desk. I keep my Wacom tablet, sketchpad, favorite magazines, and design books underneath so I can quickly access them anytime. Next to my Mac, I have my trusty Google Nest Mini sitting nicely below my Mac that links to my Spotify account and plays my favorite jazz tunes. So all I need to ask is, "Hey Google, play some jazz," and it fills up the space surprisingly loud. In order to prevent me from cluttering my desk again, I put a medium wool felt desk pad in light gray to take a majority of the desk space, leaving no areas to add unnecessary messes. The desk pad acts as a bounding box and rule that I can only put items in it and nowhere else. Also, the color adds a nice light touch. I'm constantly working on bettering my time management and always waiting until the last minute, so I set up some clocks scattered throughout my desk space to ensure that I'm constantly keeping track of the time. One of my favorite new pickups is this walnut mobile charging stand that allows me to charge my phone, and also I can display a timer facing me. It requires a MagSafe charger, so I picked up one and the setup was easy to install. Having the phone in a vertical stand makes it easy to keep track of and acts like a live timer that can switch easily from 15 minutes to 30 minutes to an hour. Plants are one of my favorite parts to a space as they bring character and make the overall area feel larger and more lived in. I scatter some plants around my space, giving nice pops of color to an already heavily wooden tone. There's also something very meditative about watering and nurturing my plants every week and seeing them grow inch by inch. To add some character and personality to my desk, I have some of my favorite pieces that spark joy scattered throughout the working area. I have these ceramic figurines from travel and gifts around the world. This particular ceramic bunny is one of my favorites as it could detach as a magnet and hold paper, adding as a note reminder that I keep inspirational quotes that I can get inspired every day. Next up is the wall space. It's an opportunity to fill up a blank space by displaying your favorite items, trinkets, memories, and add a nice vertical aesthetic storage space. I originally had some cheap DIY plywood shelves that started to warp and bend, so I replaced them with 2 sturdy Ikea BERGSHULT white shelf units. What's nice about these shelves are that there are 2 different edge types for you to choose. There's a vintage style side and a clean flat one that I end up using. The idea for this set of wall space was to have a longer shelf on the top and a smaller shelf to the left to help keep space on the right available for a clock and pictured frame. For the lower bottom shelf, I keep 2 of my favorite film cameras easily accessible and visible to grab on the go and take everywhere with me. There's a small, nicely made mushroom lamp from Ikea that I turn on whenever I work at night to make the clock and top surrounding areas more visible. Taking advantage of the right blank side, I was inspired to get these white modular wall racks that allow you to place and hang objects no matter how long or tall they are. This vertical format for saving space prevents clutter on my desk area. The setup is simple and a breeze to do and requires a few screws to the wall. The hooking mechanics are also satisfying to insert in and out with limitless possibilities to customize and add your own accessories and essentials to fit your everyday routines. Also, my favorite time to work is late at night, so having a nicely lit setting is essential for me to see my desk and accessories visibly. I have the lighting on the left corner of the desk to be the brightest source, a smaller candle holder to the right to help light up areas like the pencil holders, and lastly, the bottom shelf also has small mushroom lights from Ikea to help make the clock more visible. What makes working at night enjoyable is how the desk transforms and shifts on its own. What used to be a bright and white desk space during the day turns into a cozy warm hues from the lamps and glowing candles at night. The desk naturally transforms on its own and awakes. After simplifying my desk setup and limiting my space to only the essentials that I need, my productivity and finding my desk to be more pleasurable to work in has increased tremendously. A yearly refresh on your desk setup can be an essential part to help one be inspired again, reduce burnout, and make your space that much more exciting to work in again. Definitely give it a try when you have a chance. Hope you guys found this process enjoyable and dig the new desk setup. I'll see you on the next one and have a great rest of your day. Peace out and good night.